Hey everyone, it's your favorite host, Marcus Norman of the Gentleman Style Podcast Show. And today we are going to be diving into the unique perspective. I have the incredible Mr. Toshe Todoroski here on the Gentleman Style Podcast stage, sharing something that has eluded a lot of members in this industry. It's the cannabis industry. And it's not new, it's here to stay. But this gentleman has cracked the code and he's helping businesses, and he's helped over 12 numerous businesses in 12 and spent $12 million on Facebook ads in allowing businesses who sell and offer and distribute cannabis to win in the Facebook ads marketplace. And he is here today on the Gentleman Style Podcast stage to share his company, his brand, and how he does it. So help me welcome to the stage the incredible Mr. Toshe. Hello, Mr. Toshe, are you there? Mr. Todoroski? Welcome, sir. How are you? Mr. Toshe, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you for inviting me to your podcast, Marcus. I'm really happy to be here with you.
I'm really happy to have you, and I'm really glad that you said yes to being a guest on the show because, sir, you have cracked the code. And so, one of the unique things is you have cracked a unique code, which is advertising on Facebook cannabis, which is still to this day being restricted and blocked and shut down. So I wanted to start with this curveball. What got you in this specific niche that you're in to help businesses who offer cannabis products and sell cannabis products? How did you find yourself in this unique space?
Uh, it's a really long story. And back in when the COVID hit, there were many businesses that were hit by um, Facebook policies, like their business manager got restricted, their ad account got banned, their Facebook page was lost, and it was a really hard time for small businesses. Without further ado, in the middle of nowhere, I got into the cannabis business. So um, many of the cannabis business owners, they try to run ads, and when they try to run ads, they immediately get restricted. So the reason being for that is, first of all, is not reading the policies or reading the policies. What I mean by that is not reading the policies, like how they should do that. Like there is, like, if Facebook policy says you shouldn't be do that, that doesn't mean that you should not do it. You can do it, but you can try another way. So it takes a lot of tests, it takes a lot of iterations, and then you're good to go. So the lack of patience is not helping cannabis owners to run their own ads, and that's where I come in.
Absolutely. So that makes sense. So you basically took the time and took the time out of your schedule to actually read the Facebook ads and the Facebook guidelines on how to advertise on their platform, and you keep these businesses advertising. And so when a Facebook ad goes out for my cannabis business, um, and it gets rejected, there's still a you're saying there's still a way I can advertise, but it also follows the guidelines. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's correct. For example, when we launch ads, we have big launches. For example, on one of the brands that we are working, we had a launch of 150 ads. So what we are doing, we are actually launching a campaign that is not connected to sales or anything. This is only for the health of the ad account. And we are doing like maybe 200 ad sets, and we're putting like maybe around 10 ads in one ad set. And when we're gonna launch that, we are getting like a lot of ads where Facebook sees, okay, the first launch went through and it's really great, and none of the ads got rejected because actually those ads are basically page likes, and each ad set is set for $1. So we're gonna spend like 20-30, and then because we're long time enough to know what creatives we should launch. So we're really careful about the packaging. We're really careful what we have into the design or the video. We're really careful what we have in the primary text, description, and the headline. So those are the primary key points where you should really pay attention and how you should craft them. And after the first launch and after those ads get approved, because um, Facebook have their ratio. Like, for example, let's say they're allowing you to have rejected ads, but not all of them because you're going to get restricted or banned. So with the first launch, we are making sure that 100% there is no rejected ads. When we do that, then we are ready the next day to launch our 150 creatives for direct purchase. And after that, we are launching the ads and we are getting like maybe 2-3 ads rejected, and then we are good to go.
Makes sense. So one of the things, so you do it in a large bulk. You do it, you release it as a large chunk, and it's basically a test to figure out which ads worked, which ads get rejected, and if they get rejected, now you have your test sample group, which is why you're sending out a small batch and assigning a small dollar amount at first. Is that right? Am I understanding that right, or am I way off?
I don't think so. So the first objective is page likes. So when you run ads for page likes, there is no chance that Facebook is going to flag you for cannabis. So there is no tests of testing the actual ads that we are going to run. We are launching like a dummy ad, like with the logo or whatever it is. When we do that, like let's say it's 10 ad sets, and we have 10 ads in each ad set. So that's gonna make like 1,000 ads, you know. And then the rejection rate is 0 because none of the ads are getting rejected. Then when we are going to launch the real batch of ads of 150 ads, then we can see which ads are getting rejected. Once they're getting rejected, we usually get 2-3 ads out of 150 rejected. We are getting them out. We are reading what we have uh, in the in the static image and what can cause the rejection, because we can make sure like 100% there is no issue in the copy of the primary text, description, and the headline. But there are some things where you can't predict them, and you're going to get rejected. So then we are going first to the drawing board and say, are we got rejected for no reason, or we got rejected because of a real reason? Because our destination link is cloaked, so there is no way for Facebook to catch that. So we're good to go.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I love this. I love that you take the time to do the research and you take the time to share this and do this. And so your company, you do it for the business, or do you teach the business how to do it and then let the business do it? Does your company do it for them?
So we do the ads for the clients. We never really had a case where we teach them to do it, but
Okay.
we are open for that consulting service as well.
Okay. Absolutely. So who shoots the video content? Who does the video content? Do your company do it, or does the client have to provide you the video content to generate the ad?
So we are in the other side of the world, and we don't do any video production, or we have video services. What we really have is video editing, something that the client already have, and we can make quick edits and we can launch that with captions and all that. The other way how we do it is we're looking for UGC content from the client or some creators that want to um, who have who are interested in their business and they're recording content like maybe testimonials, maybe some family members. You never know, but usually we get it from the client. And now we're exploring some AI tools where we are editing the videos from scratch. We are doing the scripts. We are putting the scripts in the AI. We put some images. We put some B-roll on the back end, and then we have a video. So we are like before testing that, we never really done that, but I think by the end of this month we're gonna launch it, and in April we're gonna have some data and see how it goes. But it's that there are some brands and some ad accounts that are really performing in video and with video ads, and that's because the clients who want to purchase that product, it's they want to be educated a little bit more. They're not able to make immediate decision, so they need a little bit more assurance. They they need someone they trust, because there are creators that can make you a video for 10 grand, 20 grand, and only with that video, if they post it on their social media, you can make at least 50K because of them in a day. So there are very different angles how you can play with creators and videos.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What are your thoughts? This is your personal opinion. How do you think Facebook's ad restrictions on cannabis is fair or discriminatory? Do you think it's a fair restriction to have on businesses because cannabis is legal?
Tobaccos are legal too, alcohol is legal too, but
Right.
you can't advertise it on Facebook. I think we're still too early in the digital era of marketing advertising, where you know I think at some point we're going to be able to advertise tobacco, alcohol, or cannabis, because it's legal. And because it's legal, you should have marketing allowed on Facebook. And Facebook is actually the main source for any business, because there is no other platform that can bring you that volume of new customers as Facebook. Like Google can do that, you know. Uh, like if people don't know the topic and what your brand is after, Google is not powerful as Facebook, and it's powerful when you run Facebook ads and Google ads at the same time. But Google can't deliver what Facebook can.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So you specialize. What about so when you advertise on Facebook, those campaigns go to Instagram, right? That's
Yes.
all one and the same. And so you're basically following the guidelines for Facebook and Instagram. Are the rules the same or different when advertising on Instagram?
Rules are the same.
They're
There's
the
no
same.
difference. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. And you're in the cannabis space as well. You and your or no?
Okay. I'm not in a cannabis space like to have my own brand,
Okay,
but we do provide service for any cannabis owners. So no, we still don't have our brand, but I think we're gonna get there at some point, because first thing first, we're gonna have to figure out and find a real company that can do that we can get a wholesale, and then we're gonna have to figure out warehouse, fulfilling center, customer center. So it's a long way to go, and uh, to be honest, I'm in no position to do that at the moment. But there is a lot of room, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just was curious, and I appreciate your transparency with that. Working with a client, I want to pivot now. Working with a client, have you ever had someone's account banned or restricted, and how did you handle that? How did you work through that, if at
Of-
all, if it ever happened?
yeah, of course. I mean, that's like you know, if you run, you may hit the ground, so of course we got restricted, we got banned. um Maybe the page is banned, or the ad account, or the whole business manager. um we have experienced that, and if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be where we are at the moment, because we had experience, especially last year around September. We were getting ad account restricted like today, 4 p.m. We were back online at 6 p.m. So we had like only 2 hours gap where our ads weren't live. So we're gonna launch if our ad account, if a client ad account got rejected, restricted, we are back launching in 2 hours, and the ads are usually taking between 6 to 10 hours to get them approved. And at least with the batches that we are launching, like 150 ads, we're gonna be able to be live in an hour, because at least 10 of them they're gonna be approved in immediately, like in 10 minutes.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is epic, y'all. Mr. Todoroski spilling the tea on Gentleman Style Podcast show and helping us do better in business and expand our business. So for me, I'm in the cannabis space. So this is a unique topic and conversation to talk about. I want to now flip. We talked about some of the negatives. Can you share any success stories of you helping cannabis brands rapidly scale through Facebook advertising? Do you have any wins or success stories that you've shared that you can share?
Yes, of course. One of the most interesting tests that we run, we usually, when we see a brand where we have doubts, like, can we make this work? What we usually do is we are testing at least three offers with three different products, and we are trying to find as fast as possible the hero product, not only the hero offer but the hero product, because not every product is in demand. Like for example, I would say delta 9 gummies are more in demand than tincture, but also that really depends on the brand, and how much they're recognized. Because if we get like a brand that is well recognized in the United States, it's very easy to do our job. But when is a brand just starting out, there is there is a really hard time, especially the first month, to make it work, and we find the method where we are testing three offers, three products, and we are decreasing the odds of failure. When we actually do that, we're finding our hero product and hero offer, and we've been able to scale a brand with bottom line $5,000 ad spend per day.
Absolutely. What do you so I wanted to ask that question. How much money as a business should I come to you with ready to spend in advertising and costs and paying for you and your time? How much money does a business need to have ready liquid capital to spend on these advertisements? You said $5,000 per day?
Um, Not every brand is capable to do 5,000 bucks per day on ad spend,
Mhm.
but that's a scaling scaling position where we've tested what we needed to test, and then we are ready to scale, because we don't put like 5 grand a day from day one. you
Mhm.
know that's not our starting budget, but we are taking clients like who have at least $3,000 ad spend per month, and our starting management fee is 4,500. So the minimum budget per month that brand should have in order to start working with us, it should be 7,500 bucks.
Absolutely. So $7,500 ready to go, and that includes your management fee, and that also includes the cost of Facebook marketing ads. How much money, and is there a minimum? What is the starting budget for advertising when you first start out? Do you have like packages, or do you scale up as you find out which ads work best, or what that hero product is? How do you work that?
We recommend to start flexible.
Okay.
So the starting point, as I said, is 3,000 bucks per month for the ad spend. So that's 100 bucks per day. But we we recommend to be flexible with the ad spend because when we are profitable and we can see there is a huge thing going on, we really need the money in order to scale because every business owner should understand what really means to acquire new customers via Facebook ads. When you're acquiring new customers, and let's say you pay like 25 bucks to acquire a new customer, um, you really should know your numbers. Like your lifetime value per customer for, let's say, 6 months, it should be at least 75 bucks in order to be profitable. So that's the ratio where we are going. Like if the lifetime value per customer in 6 months is 75 bucks, then we're okay to pay 25 bucks for new customer acquisition. But also, uh, there are clients who have lifetime value of 150. So we're okay even to pay 50 bucks on Facebook for new customer acquisition because sooner or later they're going to be profitable on that end.
Absolutely. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So I want to give the range here. I want to give opportunity for businesses who may not have the budget to afford you just yet, right? So I'm a small cannabis business, and I'm coming up in the industry. As sales increase, obviously I can afford your team. But can you share any practical tips a smaller or emerging cannabis brand can apply right away to start seeing better ad results? So then I can work my way up. I'm getting more revenue, and now I can reach out to you and your team and your company to go bigger. But what are some tips you can share for a smaller business or an emerging cannabis business?
The first tip that I want to share is the business should start with affiliate program where they gonna give a share to the affiliates if they make a sale for you. So that's a really fair point where you can start growing, and at some point maybe in 6 months or 12 months you're going to be ready to do something more. But also, first thing first, you're gonna have to start doing many things on your own when you're starting a business. I mean, for my business, actually, I was doing almost everything on the very beginning. Now we're a team of 8 people that we're really working on. Like everybody have their role of what they should have been doing. But as a small business owner, when you're starting out, you should be doing everything by yourself if you don't have the capital. So you really have to make sure that you're active on all social media channels. And when you're active on all social media channels, especially Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, is a place where you can grow organically, and um, you can ask your first buyers to record the video, and you can give them a coupon for the next purchase. And also, the biggest mistake that I see all cannabis brand owners do is uh, they start with email marketing too late, or they're in the business for the last 5 years and they don't have email marketing. And email marketing is the most profitable platform where where you can really um, where you can really get as much as possible revenue if you have really good product that people love it. So you can increase your retention rate through the roof with email, and many cannabis owners are missing that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think Facebook will ever loosen its restrictions on the cannabis ads?
I can't say for sure, but we can see since Trump came in office, many of the regulations of the content were just they just went away, you know. So now you can say some things that previously you weren't able to say in your posts, in your videos. So it's getting better, but all we need, we are just one bill away.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think and I appreciate that, right? And so that's truly necessary and that's truly needed because I think over time Facebook will realize, hey, or the laws will change and Facebook will finally relax and say, hey, no one's getting harmed here. You know, there have been instances where people, unfortunately misused the product and got hurt or got a negative impact. But overall, cannabis is not the cause of it. If you overdo, you can overdose on anything. You can overdo anything. And so I think over time, Facebook will relax its guidelines and relax its policies, and because the world is following suit, the world is relaxing, and so I think over time they'll just relax the whole thing and allow cannabis brands to really um, utilize marketing. I find that it's interesting that businesses don't market, not just in cannabis, but most businesses, they always rely on word of mouth, right? A referral, the free stuff. And I say the free stuff is good, but you have to have some marketing. You have to spend some money on advertising. I think you do your business a disservice when you don't spend. You like imagine me, Mr. Toshe, and I come to you and I say, "Can you help me create um a Facebook ad, but I only want to spend $2 a day and run that forever." Well, that's not gonna work long term, right? You have to up the budget. You have to increase that. You can't just I just want to run an ad for $2 a day and think no, it's not gonna work. That's you have to spend money on advertising. Am I
Yes,
am I
yes.
wrong or way off here?
No, no, you're right, 100%. Because when you have to have budget, like you're getting into business and you have to have um, marketing budget. If you don't have marketing budget, you're going to be out of business sooner than you think, because word of mouth, yeah, word of mouth, but uh, that mouth, you're going to have to make it bigger.
That's true. That mouth, you will have to make it bigger. I remember I had heard someone had sold their business, and the person they sold the business to, right? They bought the business, and the previous owner was spending like $5,000 or $10,000 a month on advertising every month, and so the new owner and the company was making, I think it was making like $600,000 a year. And so the new owner was like, "Well, if the company's making 600,000, I'm gonna cut costs." Right? The new owner who bought the business, I'm gonna cut costs, and he completely cut the marketing budget. Right? So he cut out the marketing budget because he decided I don't want to spend $10,000 every month. So he cut it off. The business went from making $600,000 a month to $300,000 a month. It cut his business in half that he just bought, and it completely destroyed him. And so I say that to say you have to spend money on advertising, right? This word of mouth stuff. This stop playing cheap in business, right? You guys spend the money on advertising on your business if it's that important. If you're not, to me, if you're not marketing or spending money on marketing, this is a hobby. You're in a hobby. You're
Yeah,
not running an
yeah,
actual business.
that's true. I have to quote here Alex Hormozy, because he says like there there are a couple of ways how you can get people to know you and sell your something from your business. Like how you can sell your product. You either knock on doors or that's the one way, the very, very leg work. And there are people who, selling email addresses, leads. You can buy those leads. You can scrape them if you don't have the money to afford to buy those leads. So you can scrape them yourself, and you can run Facebook ads. So those are the couple of ways how you can sell your product, and there is no other way around. So I don't think it's I don't think the right way to choose is to go knock on doors. Like, it's gonna take a while. Your marketing budget, a part of the marketing budget is going to be your time, and you need to pay for gas. So that's gonna be included in your marketing budget, and also lunch.
Absolutely. It's a unique thing, right? I used to do sales, door to door sales, and business to business sales. I've done both. And so one of the things I found was that the company did it twofold. It had outdoor salespeople like myself who would go and knock on businesses' doors and walk into offices. But the other side to the company is they had a call center, and the people in the call center would work in tandem with the outside sales agents to reach out to new businesses looking for our services. And it was the craziest thing, because sitting at a desk and me calling, I can call 10 businesses way faster than I can drive to that business, right?
Correct.
Right? So it's like the call center people would just literally sit there with a business directory, and they would just go down the list of businesses who could utilize our services and our products. And they can call 15 people in 10 minutes faster than I can walk to this business, and then I got to get out that building, walk to the first floor, kick the elevator, walk outside, go to my car, drive to the adjacent parking lot, park my car, then walk back into that. That's too much. That's wasted time. And so it's just crazy to me that people don't spend money on Facebook marketing ads. You're wasting time. I can get a lot faster and a lot further by marketing to you on social media. So you guys connect. Speaking of marketing, we have to pay our bills, and we have to show respect and love and admiration to our show sponsors. And so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Support for Gentleman Style Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers you precision engineering tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off free worldwide shipping with the code GENTSTYLE at manscaped.com.
Hey guys, this is your boy Marcus Norman of Gentleman Style Podcast Show, and we are here in Patrick Henry Mall, Newport News, Virginia. We're actually here for something unique just inside. Something new, brand new that we want to explore together. You guys ready? All right, here we go. Hey boss. Heard you are an athlete, man. See you at the mall every day. We are at Patrick Henry Mall, living up, and we are talking about CBD. But first off, the normal thing that we all deal with is joint pain, back pain, suffer from everything.
Neck pain too.
Neck pain? You got some neck pain?
All the time, man. I'm getting up in age, you know what I'm saying? We're not young no more.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you. Bruh, CBD helps with that exact same thing. Neck pain, back pain, joint pain, all the pains, everywhere pain, right? And so that's what CBD does. That's what we're here to help you and me do. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
All right.
CBD is one of the most powerful cannabinoids because all it's focused on is the health and wellness. We're talking helping people with anxiety, depression, insomnia, sleep deprivation, all provided. CBD works with the natural mechanics of your body without the crazy side effects of Western medicine. So these products are here to actually align your body and get it back right so we can actually have a better quality of life. And that's what CBD does. We are back to the Gentleman Style Podcast Show, and we are here interviewing this incredible gentleman, Mr. Todoroski, sharing his company and his secrets and his mindset on how he helps cannabis brands build powerful and high-performing Facebook ads. And his company has been doing this and has gotten companies over the years to uh, have world record-breaking Facebook ad revenue. And he says something early on in the beginning, right? One of the things you don't do, and I'm curious on how that converts, is you state that you don't do ads that are asking you to buy something, right? You do, I guess the way you described it, the way you put it was you basically run ads, like you tell stories, right? You're not necessarily saying, hey, you want to buy this Delta 9 or you want to buy this Delta 8, click this link here. You utilize other methods to help you invite customers to buy the products. Is that right? Or did I hear you right?
It's it's right, but it's not right. So it's
Okay.
kind of 50-50. And I can provide you a little bit clarity on that. So
Please.
we do different kind of ads, but also most of the ads that we do, we are not saying like D9 or Delta 9. We say these gummies, so we are not mentioning what kind of gummies they are. We are mentioning like they can help you with pain, they can help you with better sleep, they can help you with something else. Depends of what those gummies can do. For example, people look for euphoria, they look for calm, they look for to relax. So we're mentioning those benefits in our ads, but also the other kind of ads that we are doing, we are using the client testimonials and reviews. We are putting them into static image, and we're putting that into the copy as well. So we're good to go from there. But something like using like click this link here or talking about something else, no, like we don't do that. We are talking like most of the time for the product itself, just we're not describing it like 100%. And in that way we are putting a little bit of curiosity of um, for people to open the link, click on the ad, and go to their website.
Absolutely. I want to ask, is there a place or opportunity in storytelling? Do you find storytelling in these ads to help a lot, or you not really? Do storytelling, is that a waste of time and money?
Mm, I wouldn't agree to that. Storytelling is the most powerful way how you can sell your products via ads, but the storyteller is very important how they gonna position the product, because we have no control over the influencers, over the people who are going to create that content. And when it happened to us to get that content, and then we are giving consulting of what can be done better. So that's where we came in, because if they make a content before we met them, we're gonna try to utilize that content, because we really want to maximize every penny that business spent on assets, because we treat content as an asset. And for example, when we create, let's say, 20 creatives, and we have 5 winners of those creatives, we are doing iterations on them. Like, for example, we're going to try to say to the person who record that video, we're going to say, okay, can you do now use the same clothing that you use, or be in the same room, just try these lines for the first 3 to 5 seconds. So the same video we are repurposing, and we are just testing different hooks. Or if it's an image, we're gonna try to change another headline. For example, we're gonna keep the context, but we're gonna change the way of saying, and that's how we can capitalize on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's I wanted to ask because I find that, you know, those are your ideal clients, I think. Those are the clients that you want, who the clients who take the time to sit in and listen in and tune in to the story. And like you said earlier, you also use testimonials. Hey, this really helped me with getting some ideal sleep. We're finding people are suffering with some of the most painful painful things ever imaginable. I when I first got into the business, I had someone, who had posted on social media, and she's like, I haven't got a quality sleep in over 10 years. And I saw the post. And so I reached out to her, and I actually sent her some sample products to try. And she was so happy because she got the best sleep. She hasn't slept. Listen to that. Can you imagine? 10 years, I have not gotten quality sleep. And then she tries some gummy bears, or she tries some products, some oils, some tinctures, and she's able to get a good night's rest that she hasn't been able to get in 10 years. That is powerful if you think about it. And that's really where the magic happens, I feel. Do you agree, Mr. Todoroski?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like there is no other product better than CBD to help people. Like I don't believe like I believe, but I believe more in the CBD like alternative medicine than the actual pharmacy, because if you go to a pharmacy and if you look something for better sleep, probably you won't find it. Like 100% you won't find it. But if you take something like a tincture or good gummies, I think you're gonna have way better sleep than any other pharmacy product.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's huge. How do you guys, I want to ask this, how do you guys stay ahead? Facebook, I feel, is always messing with the algorithm. So how do you constantly stay ahead of Facebook, constantly changing, constantly messing with the algorithm and changing and adding different things to I feel, block people? How do you do that? How do you stay ahead of that?
So we have a rule, and that rule is to check Facebook policies at least once in 2 weeks. So Facebook is not changing policies like every quarter or once in a year. They're changing policies like before you even know it, and you can't read that in the documentations. You just have to realize it. And so we have that rule, but also we are very closely following the right sources where we're getting newsletter updates, and also we are closely monitoring all of our clients' brands and accounts, and we can see deep in performance, or we can see like rejection rate just went up. Okay, what is the reason? And we came to a point where you know many of our competitors do stuff and they don't know why they're doing that. For example, I'm gonna share this with you. So Facebook Pixel have a lot of data, and
Yes.
that data is incredible. Like Facebook knows, Facebook Pixel knows what kind of category of products you're selling. They have your SKUs, they have category, they have uh, product order number, they have everything. And they're keeping most of that data to themselves, and they're not sharing that data with advertisers. Like they used to do that before iOS 14.5, but now that data is way, way restricted for advertisers. And imagine this: you're running, let's say, flour. Flour is now a very trendy product. Like everybody just buys it like crazy, and the best performing product is a flour. So imagine this: you're running Facebook ads for a flour, and Facebook is seeing like let's say jet fuel flour.
Right.
So that's really crazy. When we find out that, we we restricted that to Facebook because all of our pixels are custom JavaScript injected, and we restricted that data, and we're not giving it to Facebook because it's hurting our rejection rate. And that's how we decrease the rejection rate with this simple method.
Absolutely. Do you have to do anything different advertising wise or rule wise with recreational versus medicinal cannabis?
What do you mean by that? Like,
So recreational cannabis is just kind of along the lines of what it says. It's just for fun. It's very low levels. It's not medicinal cannabis, which requires a prescription from a medical practitioner who's licensed and certified to sell you cannabis products as a controlled substance. Do you find that you have to advertise, or do you only work with recreational cannabis brands and companies? Do you have to, and so that's why I'm asking, because
yeah.
recreational, I could go to a local vape shop or cigar shop and pick up, or you can come to me and one of my cannabis dispensaries
Yeah.
and you can pick up cannabis just showing that you're over the age of 21, you're a legal consenting adult, and you can verify that and you can provide ID showing that you're over the age of 21, and here you go. Versus I need to go get a prescription or I need a medicinal marijuana card from a certified licensed practitioner. Do you find the marketing different between the two, or it's the same?
So the marketing won't change a lot. It can change maybe for a tiny 1-2%. That's how it's gonna change between the two of them. Where the marketing change is the difference between the brands. But in the past, because most of our clients, like 99 or 100% at the moment, they are recreational. And in the past, we used to work with some medicine, but we kind of find it hard to sell that online because they need to create an account, and they need to upload their ID or medicine permit. So, we live in an era where people just, the span of attention is getting shorter and shorter, and when you're dealing with that, people just want to purchase as fast as possible because they don't want the website to load for 5-10 seconds. They want that to be loaded immediately. And on top of that, when we even see a website of cannabis brand that you just need to create an account in order to purchase, and you don't need to upload your medical permit or ID, that's the conversion rate just drops down because they have like a 4-page purchase page, which is really insane. That checkout page should be just 1 page, simple as that, because it's going to help a lot with the conversion rate, and you're not going to have abandonment checkout, like a ton of abandonment checkouts.
So you're saying it's better to have the page that verifies that you're over the consenting age and just have go to the shopping cart one page and you click it and it's in the shopping cart and now purchase, versus having where what you're saying is I see a lot of pages where they just ask you, are you over the age of 21? Yes or no?
That's it.
Yes. And that's it.
Yeah,
So
that's how it
those
should be.
that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's better for the conversion rate of clients.
Yes. So when they're gonna land, doesn't really matter if it's a collection page or it's a PDP page. When they're gonna land there, there should be a pop-up where it says, "Are you over 21 plus? Yes or no?" And there can be a small description about that, saying something really nice, and it should be really easy for the customer. If they click no, they're gonna get transferred somewhere else, YouTube, Google, however you want, or some blog page. If they click yes, you're allowing them to enter where you promise that you're gonna enter them. When you're gonna do that, you just have to have add to cart. When they click add to cart, they go to the cart page. They can choose if they want one piece of that product or two or three or five. And then they just click proceed checkout, and there should be only one page checkout, no 4-step checkout. Like that's gonna kill your store from day one. Instead of you making 1, 2, 3, 5 grand, 10 grand per day, you're gonna end up losing 80% of the money on the table because of that simple setup.
Absolutely. Huge, huge, huge. I want to speak to the future. Looking ahead, what trends do you see shaping the future of cannabis marketing, and how can brands stay ahead of the game?
Uh, how can brands stay ahead of the game? I would say content, like a lot of content, a lot of collaborations with influencer, people who love to talk about cannabis, hang out, network, make your brand known, and there is nothing that can work against it, because if you work on something, sooner or later it's gonna pay off.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This has been an epic conversation with my friend, Mr. Toshe Todoroski. And I appreciate you, sir, really diving deep and sharing wisdom and sharing insights and sharing this knowledge, because you didn't have to, but you're helping cannabis brands take it to the next level and grow their business, because it is a business, especially with all the issues in California, all the cannabis businesses that are not making money because of the restrictions. They can only deal with cash. They can't deal with credit card processors. Credit card processors don't want to deal with them. Banks don't want to deal with them. It's already hard enough. And so thank you, Mr. Todoroski, for helping cannabis brands grow their business and take it to the next level. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Marcus, for having me. I really appreciate your invitation, and thank you for helping all the people.
Absolutely. How can people find you? How can people connect with you? How can people learn more?
How can people find me? I have a LinkedIn. It's the same. It's Toshe Todoroski, and our website is bronze.io, and you can check us out. And the URL is below. I can see it, so you can click on that URL, and you can check out our services, and we will be really happy to help you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Epic, epic, epic. All right, y'all. We gotta let this incredible man go. He has many more companies to help. He has Facebook marketing ads to produce and put out there to help you grow your cannabis business to the next level. So, like we end every show, take care of friends, take care of family, and always, always take care of business. This is Marcus, your favorite gentleman, and Mr. Toshe Todoroski signing off. Love you guys.